but she was a baby boomer.
Okay.
So the age and the generation difference plays a big role. A lot of our youth now, their parents are younger. Therefore, their style of parenting is very different. Their priorities are very different. When I was growing up also, you had, your grandparents and your community members were more involved, in your lives. So if your parent wasn't there, you always had somebody looking out for you. And that's what one of our goal is in our community, to fill in that gap. And that's what Mecklenburg County Park and Recreation Department, that's what we do. We fill in the gaps so kids will have something to do after school. We fill in the gaps for those parents that are working 2 jobs and that are single. We provide affordable programs. I have a very 8-week summer camp, very diverse. And all of Mecklenburg County programs are very affordable because our goal is to give community resources, quality community resources where they're needed. And we make it affordable, but it's still a very quality program. I've had parents to come in and say, wow, I want to join summer camp because we put everything that we have, in our planning of our programs to make sure our kids have a wonderful experience. The other half of that is, with parents being younger and, working 2 jobs, their priorities may be different from a parent that has a child that has 2 parents in the household. Their priority may be putting food on the table, clothes on their kids and their families' back, making sure the bills are paid. So I think that the interests of the parents are there totally.
Correct.
But I think the resources need to be there also. And I think, we really have to come together, as a community. And not only, park and recreation, but we have our churches, we have our local businesses within the community. We have our homeowners. We have so many different entities and resources in the community. So if everybody could come together, we'll be able to provide more resources to offer to the kids and the adults in the community.
Sponsoring some of the kids in the program, why is that? We have so many different businesses out there, and why is it so important that the businesses get involved sponsoring and helping these kids out?
Well, I think the main objective to most businesses, when they're in the community, they are part of the community. I think that when they're involved in, when they're aware and their priorities is to have a safe community, their priorities is to offer a product or a service to better their community. I think that, getting out, introducing yourselves, if youth in the community is a priority, then, a lot, and we do have a lot of partnerships that calls and says, hey, youth in the community is a priority to us. How can we be involved? And we'll let them know how they can become involved. We have partnerships. We have grants that help and afford youth the opportunities that they wouldn't have otherwise. We have, some people may say, hey, our business want to write a check. Well, we have an avenue for that. It's Partners for Parks. Right. They can write a check and, put on the check where they would like the money to go. So if it's Naomi Drenan Recreation Center, they want to sponsor, 10 youth within the community to come to summer camp, they can do that. So the process is there. It's just, bringing more awareness to what we do, and also to get the community involved and hands-on.
Okay. The Grayson Skate Park. Now I know I've seen it. It's a nice park. Why is that? And because it's unusual, because you normally don't see a skate park around your rec center. So you're normally like the only one.
Right, we're the only skate park actually in Mecklenburg County. Grayson Skate Park was opened in 2005, so we've been open about 8 years. It's a great entity for skateboarders. the community that likes to BMX bikes, ride BMX bike. We have a 10 and a half deep bowl. We have grind rails. So the skate park has seen a lot of activity. Summertime, so we do offer a skate camp. We offer private skate lessons for those that are beginners. So our main goal with the skate park is really to keep kids in a safe area so they're not downtown or at local businesses
Correct.
skating and trespassing. Give them a safe place where they can come and skate and have a good time.
Do you think that the Grayson Skate Park is as notarized? You know, I mean, because you don't hear too much about it, and you do see the kids are out there in certain areas skating that may be kind of like unsafe for them. So, do you feel like you get the notoriety, you know, the media attention for that facility?
Well, we have skate tours that come to Grayson Skate Park. We also have, actually have a tour coming up in October called Two Piece and a Biscuit. So what they do is they bring local celebrity skateboarders, and they'll do demonstrations and contests, and they'll get the community involved, and it's a pretty big event. You have all your vendors out there. We've had David Pinero come through. He's a celebrity, skate celebrity. He's come through. One of the main things at Grayson Skate Park is safety is first.
Correct.
It is a padded park. Now, a lot of people really don't like it being a padded park because you have to have a helmet, elbow pads, and knee pads. That's probably one of our biggest challenges. But it's a concrete park. You've seen it before, and safety is our main thing. We want people to have a great time, but we do try to prevent as many injuries as we can by keeping our patrons safe.
Well, it'd probably be more safer at Grayson Park than them out there in one of those buildings, you know what I'm saying, doing something like that, those tricks. Do they do a lot of those tricks out there?
Oh, they do a lot of tricks out there.
Do you be out there, Keisha, doing it?
No.
Come on now, Keisha, come on
No.
now.
Not at all.
Those were the days.
Oh yeah, I have to go to work the next day, so gotta be careful. Can't break no ankles or hands. So
As you see the kids from when they were young and they grow up and they come back to your facility, how does that make you feel?
it's a very rewarding experience to know that you've made a difference in somebody else's life. It brings you joy that you can't measure. Makes you feel like you've done what you were supposed to do, and you keep doing it. I guess another rewarding thing about it also is the fact that when they come back and they've accomplished something, and they say they couldn't have done it without you, you know, getting on them and making sure they're, you know, doing what they're supposed to do. You know, our job is not something that, it's not like a job, it's a way of life. You know, we don't offer a program and then that's it. You know, we don't, you know, we love volunteers, we appreciate volunteers, but our job goes on year after year after year. You know, we start working with some kids from ages 2 and 3. And when they get 16 and when they get 18, they come back, you know, 21, they come back with their families. And to know that we've had a part in making a difference and we keep doing it, you know, touching one child at a time. You know, one of the biggest things with the school system is no child left behind. Yeah. One of our sayings is no child left inside, you know, and you can look at that in a lot of different ways. But just to know that when you touch one person and then they go and touch another person, you know, you actually have a harvest from the seeds that you've planted, and that's rewarding.
Do you cry a lot when you see them coming back and, you know what I'm saying, they've grown up and they either in college or coming back successful business owners or something? Do you get emotional? I mean,
I do. Tears of joy, of course. I mean, it's amazing to see our youth develop, and it's amazing to see their maturity levels and to hear about their life experiences, you know, and to know that, hey, I've done something right. We've done something right, because working, you know, with Mecklenburg County Parks and Recreation Department, you work as a team.
Okay.
We're all in it together, you know. We're, you know, working together to make a difference every day. You know, we're open 7 days a week, you know, so anytime, you know, the kids need to come somewhere, we're always open for them. We know a lot more about most of the kids than some of their parents know. You know, they open up with us. They tell us what's going on in their lives, and we're able to really, you know, teach them and give them another side of life that, you know, their parents might not be able to give them, you know, at that time. A lot of times we have parents call up there, and we can tell them certain things that may help the child, that they may share with us. So, you know, our job never stops, you know, and that's what's so rewarding about it to me.
Volunteers. Do you accept volunteers? And if so, how does someone become a volunteer with your facility?
Yeah, we do. We accept volunteers, and we love volunteers, and we need volunteers. The process basically is they have to contact our volunteer coordinator, which is Lori Saylor. You can find all our information online, www.parkandrec.com, and call the administration office out on Brookshire.
I think we're running out of time. Keisha, I really appreciate you getting in contact. If somebody wants more information, how would they get in contact with you?
You can go online to www.parkandrec.com or call the center at 704-432-5231.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Ms. Keisha Coxe, the facility manager at Naomi Drenan Rec Center. Thank you for watching.